Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BOBCAST with Joshua Quimby.
This is one I wrote called Gears. It's on my self-titled album. Fight fire with fire. Live by the pipe and I'll die by it too. At least that's how it seems to me. The grass it's burning, the gears they're turning, and that's how it always will be. That's how it always will be. Confused on the floor of my room in the company of constant concern, thinking through thoughts that have got me distraught for a reason I couldn't discern. The reefer does what it knows to do best, setting my troubled mind free. It's burning in the gears they're turning. That's how it always will be. That's how it always will be. Too. At least that's how it seems to me. The grass it's burning, the gears they're turning. That's how it always will be. That's how it always will be. That's how it always will be.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, that was the first song I heard of yours. Yeah,
that was great. The first one to like have any traction on like TikTok and stuff. So that's the one I was talking about earlier. The one that like got like 80,000 views, and I was like,
song.
"Holy shit, 80,000 views!"
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I love your voice, dude. We got to watch that water because it's big. Maybe keep the water over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Just because it's like the camera. Yeah, dude. I love it, man.
Thank you.
That must be rough, dude. Singing like that, is it like? It must be like. Is it rough or no?
No, it's funny you ask if like it like is strenuous to sing, because honestly, I feel like when I do podcasts, it's actually more strenuous to just talk for like an hour without stopping.
Well, you just probably it's probably calloused, and you just you're
I guess
you're singing. Yeah. If it doesn't hurt, You're good. I know my voice is. I've been singing all day. I'm tracking a record right now.
That's awesome.
Actually, I still am right. I have 2 tails left. Maybe me and you could write. Maybe you want to try and write a song.
That sounds like fun, man.
We should do it. I still have room. There's a couple spots.
I haven't done a co-write in forever. I don't really do co-writes very often. I did one with my buddy Liam St. John, who I did some touring with last year, and we have a song out together. But that was like a step out of my comfort zone. But I'd be willing to.
It's a step. It was a step out for me too. I always write all my own stuff, so it was weird to like work with other people. But I've gotten some really good shit that way.
Yeah, it can push
I've
you
actually
in a.
gotten some really good, like Cowboy Hat Ain't Clean with Wade Sapp. He came. We planned 2:00. All right.
Yeah.
Grab the guitars. We didn't know
Nashville
what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But then we came out with this badass fucking song.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? So sometimes it doesn't always work. You know, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, but yeah. So I've been singing I did like 9 tracks today. So
yep. I tend to do when I do my albums, we do it in one day usually because it's just like it's.
yes, I like to bang them out. Bang them out.
I say usually I'm on recording my second album, so my first album and my second album were both done in one day. I should say, not. I don't have many albums.
That counts as usually.
And the
That's
EPs,
usually.
yeah, every time. So
Good
far.
habit to get into.
Always.
Always.
Yes.
Yeah. Besides some like overdubs where like the steel guitar player lives in Tulsa or something. And send the tracks over after the fact. Yeah.
Co-writing, and so you were saying like because the album has a theme. It's Western tales.
Fuck yeah.
So it doesn't mean that it has to be cowboy. It could be. It's just any kind of. It doesn't have. It just. I think it's more the vibe of the music is going to be like.
Oh sure.
We're gonna have like
I like that sound.
Wow, wow. Like, you know what I mean?
Cowboy shoot off.
Cowboys and shit.
That's
so it's
fucking
gonna be
awesome.
like so the music it doesn't have to be about like a cowboy, but so. You would feel disingenuous like writing about a cowboy or something if you're not actually a cowboy. So do you take that into consideration when you're writing a song? It needs to come from you.
Yeah, I'd say I to an extent. I've gotten yes, everything that I have out is completely true to me. Besides one particular song I wrote called "Long Green Cigarette" that became true. Not in its entirety, but I had written a song that was like tongue in cheek about like smoking and drinking and being like driving and then getting pulled over and then like the cop like at the end of the song the cop lets the guy go and it's like a whole thing, but like the bit is like it's just a long green cigarette, right? Whatever. I ended up getting pulled over and arrested for possession.
Oh my God.
But it wasn't that crazy. I didn't like spend any time in jail. I just have a court date now. But anyways, I said it to say, besides that one, and I wasn't drinking or anything, and I didn't get everything I have out is like true to experience. I just have a hard time like putting my my headset into something that's like not something I can really personally relate to because I have a harder time like really pulling, I feel like, up from that like emotions that are like raw and I don't know.
No, I get it. And you're also I'm trying to think, I'm 47, so when I was 23, you need a lighter?
Sorry, thanks.
I was a much different songwriter.
Sure.
I used to just come pure from the heart because that's all I knew how to do is just come from here. And then it's like, as I like developed the craft, now I can write pretty much. I can write rap. I can write anything and about anything.
That's awesome.
Give me a topic. We'll write a song right now. No problem. It'll probably be a banger.
Oh, sure. I and I think I could write a good song if, doing something else. But I feel like I don't know. People get too tied up in identity and everything and what's like authentic and what isn't authentic and all of that. But for me, like if something feels like performative for myself in any way, I try to avoid it. Like when I first started performing and like you see it on like some of my early like covers, I used to wear a cowboy hat and stuff. I even ditched that because I'm like, what am I doing wearing a cowboy hat? From like Connecticut, like I don't need to wear a cowboy hat.
Depends. Yeah, I hear you though. I hear you.
It's not that it matters. There are absolutely, where I'm from, there are horses and cows everywhere, but I'm not a cowboy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could drive you 5 minutes.
It's kind of a style thing, right? Like, I guess,
which is fine. I'm just saying for myself. I guess
if you're a cowboy hat purist, I could see them get like real cowboys maybe going like, but for me, it was just the stage, right? Like it's like you're going to perform. So I used to just wear jeans and a t-shirt, and I got schooled on that. It was like, no, dude, you put something on, but throw this fucking band something, man, to make it, And so, it just kind of comes with it, like different. I'm wearing a suit now. I never would have thought I'm wearing a suit.
That's badass. I want to make it very clear that I'm not saying that anything's wrong necessarily.
we know that.
I don't believe that anybody. I don't
no.
give a shit if you have cattle and wear a cowboy
you
hat.
felt weird.
I just felt weird.
Yeah, no, I do too. I feel what
You're not coming across that
Dude,
way. So
okay.
don't
Dude, I felt weird. Okay, so Hank 3 was the first time I learned that he was like, dude, I was playing like in the metal part.
Yeah.
We were doing pentagram songs. He's like real fucking heavy shit. And I was just like in a jeans and t-shirt. He's like, man, put on the bandana, wear your aviators, put your biker boots on, and let's do it up, So pretty soon I had my shirt off, upside down, cross on my stomach.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I was doing it all, but it felt really weird at first because I was like, I've never worn I don't even know how to put on a bandana.
Right, and that's the thing. Also,
you know what I mean? Like I never literally wore one. I was like, they had to show me how to roll it up.
Also, like trying something new or like a piece of fashion isn't like just because you try. I don't know. You put on a cowboy hat doesn't mean like you're not allowed to wear a cowboy hat. Like eventually, if you wore a cowboy hat for 15 years, that would be you, right? I mean, or a few years even. I just mean to say, I don't know. So that's kind of what it all stems back to is like. I try my best. I've tried to put my best foot forward to make art that I really feel like is who I am.
No, that's what I like. That's what I was getting at because it's interesting to me. People's processes, like everyone's a different songwriter.
Absolutely,
a different thing. So it was interesting because when you said that feels like a little disingenuous. Like that's cool that you stay true. Like that's nice to see that.
I try.
It's actually nice to be like, oh, so now I know what this guy. Like with me, it's like I'm writing songs like Space Trucker and
that's fucking awesome.
And obviously,
that's fucking awesome.
Obviously, I didn't go to prison for life, okay?
Yeah.
But like it's cool for me to hear that from you as another song and be like, ooh, this guy is cool. That makes it like interesting to know that there's something in there that's really coming. And that's not to say that like what I'm doing when I write like Space Trucker doesn't have shit that's really it's still in there. Right. You can sneak it. You're sneaking
stems
it
from
in.
real events, yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just interesting to me the songwriting process, and it's also badass to hear that when you're doing that, you're really digging inside, and that's what I think that's what we're hearing there.
I've been trying to do that, and it's been my goal. I mean, obviously, you write so many songs, and then you're like, okay, what the fuck else is there to say about me? But
I think that's why I'm writing about Space Truck. I'm on album 13.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why we're going to space now.
No. I already had these. I had 13 more trucking songs is dropping right now, singles. Yeah. And then the next one is 11 Western Tales, and then the next one is 12 Bluegrass Barn Burners.
Oh,
I write the titles first, so like Meemaw Tried, Do What. I'm writing only titles, and then I'll go back and write all the songs to the titles.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I what I've kind of done, my focus on my new album is like themes of like home and family and stuff. Like I have a song about my grandpa who was a long haul trucker. I have songs about like development in my hometown and stuff, songs, like them taking down like old barns and stuff and like developing over farmland and stuff like that. So I've like been trying to like write more deep songs, like messages like that. I don't know, because like my first album was just kind of like I'm a depressed stoner and I rely on pot to like get through the day, and then like another one that would be like I miss my girlfriend because we're long distance, and now I'm like,
that's cool.
Now I'm like, here's a song about my dad who was a Navy man and grew up poor as shit, right? That's like,
there you go.
So
That's real shit.
That's kind of what I'm trying to do, right?
Yeah,
it's real shit, whatever that even means.
Yeah.
But I'm not the kind of guy like I don't give a flying fuck if somebody's putting on a total act. Like I don't care at all. I just like I'm trying to do what I feel like is authentic, which for me.
What
it
feels
to be.
Right for you.
That's what feels right for me. Is what feels authentic for me is trying to just tell my story and the story of people around me in my life.
Yeah.
So you could, if you look at it like this, it's like a Western tale. If you think about it, we're west of Europe. We're part of it.
Yeah,
And
this
we're
is
also-
Western culture,
This
yes.
is Western culture.
yes.
Right. Well,
So it's not, when I say Western tale, that doesn't mean that it has to be like a story about a cactus.
yeah. No, of course.
Yeah, we could do like one about a train or robbery.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome, dude. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a fun experience, even just like as a creative individual, it'd just be fun.
Just an exercise.
Just to come down and write
An
write
exercise.
something. And I've definitely like done that before. Like
Yeah, it's
when I
fun.
first started writing songs, I did a ton of co-writing when I first started, just to try and get myself out there and build my chops with it. But something I learned that I just couldn't do, like with that, like having like a write every week thing, is then you have these people who you get in the room with them and like you're just not on the same page at all. They want to write a pop song, it just isn't working. Like you know,
yeah.
and I come out feeling like, you know, just like the worst song ever was just written. I'm like, holy fuck, like this would contribute nothing, you know. And so I just don't. So I just haven't in a while. The last co-write I did was with Mason Villa, who's the current lead guitar player in Old Crow Medicine Show.
Cool.
And that was fun. I enjoyed that because we're on the same page musically, you know.
Yeah,
We wrote a good
yeah,
song.
yeah.
And it was a song that was more relevant. It was a story we'd come up with, but like it was, you know, something that he could relate to more, right? And so I was helping with that, and I don't know. So that's cool, you know.
Yeah,
like just
well-
helping somebody like as a wordsmith, right?
Yeah.
As a creative mind.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It is wordsmithing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
I think it's funny that you're like feel guilt like after like you wrote like this horrible song and it's out in the world. Like,
See, I usually just feel disgust. It's just like, I just feel disgusting. Like,
Well, I
that
can-
one song I had to read but sometimes you could take that, and I've taken really shitty songwrite and turned it into a fucking one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, sometimes the idea that you have spark the whole thing is great.
Yeah.
Or there's a line or something you can hook onto. But you know, but
cool.
everybody's got their own process. At the end of the day, you know, people are making. I trust that people are making art that they feel is the kind of art they should be making. Right.
Yes.
So I feel like, you know, I'm not going to talk down on anybody, but I have my process. Somebody else has theirs. It's great. It's all love.
Fuck yeah.
That's
dude.
how I see it,
No,
right?
and plus we have different songwriters on every week, so it's like I'm always it's cool to see what other people are doing and how they do it and stuff. And you learn from that. That's how I learned.
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to play guitar. Honestly, I was a kid. There was an older kid who was playing Metallica, and so I would show up at his house at like 4:00, and he would show me power chords, and then I found out there was another guy that played guitar, so I became friends with him. What could he show me?
Yep.
What do you know? Oh, well, I learned this from this guy, dude. I could show you Enter Sandman. You know?
Tips and tricks.
Yeah, you
here
know
and
what I
there
mean?
from
And we're
people.
all trading each other's songs.
Yep.
So all that's doing is exercising and working it and building the craft. So I think it's good to do it, man.
Yeah. You said Metallica. I saw Metallica with my dad at Gillette Stadium when I was like in freshman year of high school.
Wow.
And what it reminds me of is how you couldn't hear a damn thing the whole time. It was just like a big ass fucking stadium, and just like all you could hear was the drums and like just noise.
Wow. Oh, no.
But yeah.
I've never seen Metallica.
Yeah, I barely did. I think we stayed
I
for like...
partied with James Hetfield, but I've never seen.
Yeah, neither am I. Yeah.
Dude, how about a song?
Yeah, let's do it,
do a
man.
song.
Let's do it. So it's called To the Choir.
Well, I'm smoking like a chimney, and I'm working like a mule. I've been spending all my money on my drugging like a fool. And I'm feeling oh so weary. I've been feeling oh so tired. You can speak to me of troubles. She be preaching to the choir, to the choir, to the choir. terms. I've got a problem, and that is one thing I know for sure. And I really get to thinking, well, I'd rather leave my thoughts at the door. And I've been told that I'm unhealthy, and that my circumstance is dire. You could speak to me of troubles, to be preaching to the choir, to the choir, to the choir. I can't help but to feel helpless. I am shackled to my vice. It's got its grip on my spirit, on my body, on my mind. Mary Jane is my friend, and of her I never tire. You can speak to me of troubles, but you be preaching to the choir.
Dude, I love that fucking song. Dude.
Thank you.
Wow.
I was saying when I first met my manager, he was not trying to be my manager. He was actually coming to me with an opportunity because he heard my songs, and he was like, "Man, I have a connect who might be able to get you, synced in Yellowstone, in the TV show." And it didn't end up happening. But yeah, so that's not the first time somebody's mentioned that my shit should be like in.
It's gonna happen.
Like
it's just a matter of time.
Somebody also said like Red Dead Redemption, like the video game or something.
Okay.
It's just a matter of time where that shit's just when the movie scene. I can see almost see the movie scene. Like you know what I mean? Like I could. It's cool. It's very. Very tells us. I love it, man. You took us for a ride, dude.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, the version I just played there is like there's way more shit going on the guitar than what I did in the recorded because I've been playing the song for like 3 years now. You know how it is. I'm sure the songs you wrote like a long time ago, you do it differently.
You did that
yeah,
on the Gears, right? Also.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Because the songs on the record are way more just like I'm just playing guitar, like I'm just playing the chords, and then like I have my band with me when I'm singing, But yeah, when I do it solo, I do a lot more, engaging guitar stuff because that's where I started was guitar, so I didn't even really start singing until a few years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I played guitar since I was like 10 years old.
I used to only write on guitar. Now I use banjo too. I can't really play banjo that good, but I can roll through enough chords to like write.
Oh, sick. I own a banjo. My stepdad gave me a banjo when I was like fucking probably like 18 maybe. I've just been sitting collecting dust. I don't know how to play it.
Oh shit. So I picked it up. I think I was about 30 when I got my banjo. So I was way later.
Yeah.
But it's a nice tool to have for songwriting because I noticed one thing when I started playing it, different songs come from the banjo.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You're going to get different songs that you wouldn't get out of the guitar coming. It's just a different vibe. It kind of sparks a different thing.
Yeah,
you know what
absolutely.
I mean?
I feel that. On the similar vein, my grandpa gifted me a mandolin when I was just starting college, and I never quite learned how to play that either. But I should learn how to play both the mandolin and the banjo, because then, like you said, it spark something. Like here's the thing: when I first got the banjo, I was playing it very sacrilegiously. Like I had like a guitar pick on it, and I was just trying to like figure it out. I'm like, I don't want to fucking disgrace this beautiful instrument.
No,
you know.
Yeah.
So I just pretty much put it down altogether, because things started to pick up, and I mean, not actually at that time, not as much, but I was so focused on guitar playing and eventually songwriting and singing. So I don't know, it's kind of been an afterthought.
Just a tool. I've just noticed that it's a good tool.
Sure. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Get you in a different headspace. I actually picked up recently, I'm not good at it at all. I'm very, very, very not good at it, actually, but I just picked up country harp,
Oh, cool.
on the road.
Harmonica?
Yeah. Trying my best to
Oh, and
channel
are you gonna play guitar and are you gonna do
Maybe.
the? Yeah,
Actually,
dude, do it.
when I first started writing songs and playing out, I did that. I had a
Okay.
harp.
Oh, so you,
But
okay. Yeah.
I very much just Bob Dylan'd my way through it. I did not. I was
okay. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Just blowing in, inhaling and blowing out. Like technique was bad. I definitely didn't have my bass player who now does all my harmonica work for me. He just like puts on it. He literally plays upright bass and has a harmonica at the same time. It's fucking
Wow.
awesome. It's definitely people gets some comments, but he's been giving me some pointers on like how to best get into it more and like actually try and play. So that's kind of been for like a just for me instrument right now.
Hell yeah.
Just like for the fun of it.
Yeah, that's cool. I fucking love harmonica. Yeah, I've always tell myself I'm gonna get one of those fucking things and try to incorporate it. You know what I mean, into something, or try, because I've never fucked with that really. But I always tell myself, I see guys doing it and I'm like, oh, I should get one of those fucking, I think I've tried it maybe, but it didn't stick. But yeah,
it
looks
hard,
cool.
man.
It looks cool when you see other people doing it. You're like, oh man, I want to do that.
It's deceptively hard.
Yeah.
Because there's so much like lip and tongue control and like the way you breathe and like,
oh yeah,
it's like, it's so.
And then if you're singing and playing guitar,
right.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's honestly like, the harmonica has like those little holes on it. Like, people are like soloing out notes and like you use your hand and to make it like have like a vibrato and stuff and like I mean it's really something else, especially that like like the stuff you'd hear on like Willie Nelson records. George
See, I wish,
records, like,
dude,
like
I wish I could afford just to pack a harmonica player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just
That's what's
in the
great.
band, like if you can afford, if I had money, dude. See, if I had money, I'd be like, I'd have a harmonica player. There'd be a fucking steel guitar, dobro, we'd have the whole fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fiddle, backup singers, tambourines and shit.
That's why it's awesome. It's awesome when your bassist can just do it for you.
There you go. There you go. Yeah.
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 Hell yeah, dude. Well, thank you for coming again, dude. That was awesome.
And thanks both of y'all. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Great
we're
conversation.
gonna come see you guys. We're gonna come see you, man, for sure.
Hell yeah! I'll
Playing
get you
around.
guys. I'll get you guys tickets to the next Nashville show.
Hell yeah, we'll hit you up, dude.
I'll definitely DM you guys.
Yeah.
And maybe we get a Western tale.
Yeah, I try.
We'll try
set
it.
it up.
We
man.
can try it.
Let's give it a shot.
I bet we could write. I just, dude, you're. Yeah, I love how you write your stories. You're fucking. It's that. You know what it reminds me of, dude? And I'm not just saying this, dude. It reminds me of North Country shit.
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
All right, we'll see you guys.
Hell yeah! That was fun, man.
That was cool, dude.
I feel like we got a good.